After graduating from college, my best friend and I bought a small business. We made some immediate capital improvements. As our initial year came to a close, we had a P&L that showed no profit and a checking account with a near zero balance. So I decided to look at the bright side and thought, well, at least we won't have to pay taxes. When our corporate tax forms were complete and our accountant delivered them, we owed money. I immediately told them they must have this all wrong. How can we owe taxes when we have no money? That's when I had my first business finance lesson, an education in depreciation. Mastering the art of business partnering requires getting real. You already know how to resonate. It's time to educate or clearly communicate by using illustrations and analogies to translate your knowledge into language that others understand. Marketing, sales, operations, finance. One of these might be your native tongue, but you'll have to become fluent in the broad and diverse languages of business. The key is your ability to make foreign concepts feel familiar to others. Just like my partner and I, we needed to understand the concept of depreciation to be successful. Business partners will remember and act upon your insight when you make it memorable. In this video, we'll consider two powerful tools for you to communicate with more confidence and clarity. First tool, stories. Business storytelling is effective for a number of reasons. As humans, we're comfortable and familiar with the use of stories. Using stories as a means to communicate information has been around since the beginning of time. Stories also pique our curiosity and gain attention. Stories engage our imagination. Your best slides cannot compete with the power of the human imagination. Stories help us put flesh on the data, making it more human and relatable. And stories can help relax you, the speaker. You're a subject matter expert when talking about an experience you've had, and when you're relaxed, so is your audience. So let's talk about how to craft a powerful business story. First, start. Don't ruin a good story by telling your listener that you're getting ready to tell a story. Second, the best way to start is to begin with the incident. Anchor your story in a place or time. 3, involve the senses. Provide some sights and sounds or smells that might help your listener imagine the experience for themselves. 4th, keep it short. Include only what's necessary for the point you're making, because a shorter story is almost always a better story. And finally, bridge to relevance. As a skillful business communicator, recognize that telling a story is not about you. It's about making a memorable connection between your story, your listener, and the business topic you're discussing. Your second tool, analogies. When communicating a complex concept, use analogies to make the unfamiliar familiar. This might seem hard to believe, but not everyone within your organization understands or connects with the concepts, topics, or ideas that are so familiar to you. Your job as an educator is to make these foreign ideas relevant and relatable in your business partner's everyday language. For an example of how these two tools work together, reflect back on our first video. We started with a dandelion story, the cruel and unusual punishment I experienced growing up, and then that story became an analogy stating mastering the art of business partnering is a lot like picking dandelions. It also requires that you select the right tools, that you're willing to work hard for a long time before expecting significant results. stories, and analogies. Commit to putting these tools to work for you. And over time, they'll transform into the skills of clear and memorable communication that will serve you well as a trusted business partner.